All right, today's castle adventure brings us to the Burg Lichtenberg in just outside of Kusel, Germany. I just wanted to start here in the parking lot because I thought this was cool. You're in the middle of the woods at a castle and there's an electric car charger. Love it. We'll get to the placard down below, tell you more of the history of the castle, but this is by far my favorite castle, and you're gonna see why very soon. Here we go. Let's see, that's the map. So 1200, the construction of the castle was started. Lots of stuff happened in between. Burned, destroyed, French Revolution, peasants, blah, 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 blah. And then in the 80s, they started building up more and restoring a lot. So we're here. And the best thing about this castle, it's an amazing castle, but right in here is an apartment that you can rent and stay at, and it is freaking fantastic. And that apartment bedroom is that window right there. Just imagine, we're gonna take a little tour of that real quick or soon, but yeah, let's go check out up here. Not sure what this is or was, but probably some sort of guard tower. Ironically enough, that today they're doing a steampunk photo shoot. So we'll probably see a bunch of steampunks around here getting their pictures taken as they time travel. Let's go see if that's unlocked. Nope. So every year they do a Ren Fair here, at least one, and every nook and cranny of this castle will be filled with campers, well, reenactors, vendors, groups, and people just enjoying the perfect setting for Ren Fair. So the apartment you can rent is right up here, and that's the bedroom. And let me tell you, we stayed there one night, and it is a very nice, modern, you know, you kind of wish it would be looking like it would, but it has all the modern amenities and brand new renovation. And I mean, that is your bedroom. It's like, it's unreal. So this door here is what goes up to the apartment, which is up there at the top. But they also have this really great restaurant here, and let's go get some food. So we're gonna skip the food for a bit and go up this way. My friend Andreas Rauch, he works for the government and he runs the castle. He's the administrator for the castle. And Jugendherberge is a youth hostel. So you have this whole youth hostel here that you can stay at as well. And where we're going now is kind of like the oldest part of the castle, the ruin part. the ruins part. It was so nice, and then they ruined it. All right, more huffing and puffing. When we stayed here the other night, there was a band called Dominium. It's like a medieval band. And they were filming a music video here, which is really cool. Pyrotechnics. It was all at night, and yeah. But you can see, even for a ruin, this is a pretty impressive castle to check out. I have to go back and look at what all of this was in the map there, but it's yeah. So you can imagine being at a Ren fair here, and there'll be vendors and camps and set up, and I'd say they have a real high quality of reenactors here. Very big on authenticity. So, not to slight any Ren fairs in the States, but you don't really see people wearing like fairy wings and stuff like that. You feel like you're more like on a movie set. And then all the different languages and things. Yeah, again, if my brothers were here, they'd be at the top of that, and I'd be getting kicked out. I did hear a story that Andreas told me that some American who he believed was stoned out of his gourd climbed all the way up to the top and then panicked and couldn't get down. And so they had to have like, I don't even know where you would get it, but like a crane or something to come get the guy off of the peak. So pro tip, don't do that unless you have the cojones to get back down. Otherwise, you're gonna get a nice big fat bill and make America look bad. And that is a lot of pigeon poop. I don't think I'm gonna go that way. We'll see what we get from the other side. Huh. Well, there's a cool looking tower. And, oh, okay. That's why there's all the pigeon poop. Because it's just a pig silo now. I love spiral staircases. As long as they're not covered in pigeon poop. I don't know how many times I've been here and other castles with my family, but it's so cool to, show folks this kind of stuff and then see their inner 5-year-old come out, And I'm gonna go up there to go all the way up there. Not sure how many levels that was. Felt like 100. But once you're up top, beautiful space up here with an incredible view. And that is where the apartment is, the bedroom and all. When you rent the apartment, you have this here, this terrace is available to sit out and have your coffee in the morning. I gotta say, like, everybody who works here at the castle, whether it's in the restaurant, or gift shop, they're all just super nice people who really love this structure. Like, it really has like its own soul, I think. I want to know how in the world who's climbing out there to put a flag in that. That's insanity. And that's where we were just at, down there. It's very windy. I'm not sure how tall we are or how high we are, but we're definitely a good ways off. That is the museum, and also where Andreas's office is, so we're going to make our way down there and say hi to the big boss. I didn't die! Yay! I'm not so worried about safety as much as I am about my complete and utter lack of being in shape. Not exactly easy to walk and hold the camera steady when you're walking on these cobblestones. Well, 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 what do we have here? Get it? Well, the bells are signifying that I'm supposed to stop telling crappy jokes. Either that or they're signaling, warning that the American is coming. Not really sure. So we're heading down to the museum here, where there's tons of cool stuff to get, see. I am not sure what's going on up here, but I am insanely intrigued. Oh, looks like a art exhibit. These guys seem like a little stiff to have been playing that good. So, and Stephen Chapman visited us, and he was intrigued about all of the giant steampunk weapons or things he could build with that horn. That's a beast. Ah, it sounds like a concert up there. Well, that was cool. Get a little bit of old school German culture in you. Nothing like a polka. Just ask Weird Al. They also have this really cool museum down here that has like Stone Age stuff. It's the museum for like a natural history museum, I guess. Hello. Okay, so the downstairs part is all about fossils. And I guess it's stuff local. That is amphibian with a solid cranial roof. Okay. And these, whatever those things are called, look pretty good for a fossil, buddy. The Anton aus Tirol. I know my nephews Anthony and AJ and their sister Alexis would be having a blast here. Some pretty cool displays and murals. But onward and upward to the castle. So as you pass the museum, you come down to their garden, the castle's garden, and it shows you all of the local, or they have all of the, like the local herbs and things that are, what do you call it, belong in this area. Jesus. I've been jumping back and forth from English to German and my brain is not working very well. And the southern part of the castle looks like there is some sword training going on. Try to hide my stuffed dinosaur for my grandson so I can seem a little more manly. Maybe I'll sword fight with the dinosaur. So we're at the southern part of the castle. Now you know how they're doing it right. Got a cocktail bar, drinks, and apparently this is the Pfälzer I can't see the rest of the title, but it's a sword club. We're gonna go that way. So I'm walking by the photo shoot. It's very German steampunk's kind of a little more gothic, I guess, than American style. I was hoping I might recognize somebody, but I guess I've been away from the German steampunk scene too long. Don't recognize anybody. Now we're walking up basically the exterior wall. I think this is, let's see, maybe the north side? But I remember being here with my brother-in-law and he found some geocached thing down here in this tower, like right down here. Dun, dun, dun. All right, we're gonna go check out the apartment that you can rent. It's up some stairs. Oh. I don't think the music is something you get every stay. It's a special treat that Andreas arranged for us. This, by the way, is Andreas. He is the big boss of the castle. And he pretty much does dress like this every day, or sometimes even better. Yeah. But it has a really nice living room, and the couch pulls out, so I think you can sleep up to 4. The windows all have the, I'm gonna ponder about my life, seats, and this is the bathroom. Oops. And I mean, they really did a nice job renovating. Stand-up shower, toilet, sink, mirror. And the best part about the whole thing is the scariest part. These stairs. No. The bedroom is look at that. So I'm 6'4", and I fit in between the headboard and footboard. So you have this view here that when we were on the bridge looking up and I was pointing up, this is where I was standing. And yeah, great views. I'm not sure what the orchestra guys are doing down there. And then there is also, there's, from the tower I pointed out, the terrace. You can come out, take your cup of coffee out here, and sit out here on the roof, enjoy. Hell, I could just sit here and look at all of the slate tiles of the roof. That is an art form. But you could sit out here and take in the incredible views. I mean, just look at that. Would you just look at it? And I saw an article about, Andreas had posted about a guy who does all of these by hand, chipping them away to make the designs, and absolutely beautiful. And in here, they have the dining room area. Look at that dining area. Another cool, awesome table. And then you got all of this in the kitchen. And I mean, everything you can really need: stove, oven, sink. They got utensils, coffee machine, get your Senseo pads. You are absolutely set. So, yeah, it's a really fantastic deal and experience. If you get the opportunity, you should absolutely take it. I think it's only 110 euros per night. But how often do you get to stay? How often do you get to sleep in a castle tower? This, I think, is funny or cute. Little bitty tiny baby window. Because it works for getting light in. I don't think I could even get my body in there. Interesting. So I guess we get the backstage access for a little bit of a show. This is the Pfalz, which is the state short version, Rheinland-Pfalz. Sword lions, historic fighting artists. And they're doing training and yeah. There's no blood on the ground, so they must be pretty good. The joke I make with Andreas here and the rest of the group that I belong to is I belong to the Order of the Peacock. I'd much rather just walk around and strap my stuff in a cool suit of armor than get my rear end handed to me by, yeah, it's fun. It's fun though, but, all right. You missed my great sword fighting exhibit with the dinosaur. All right, making our way back. I decided I want to live here. Because it'd be like living in a big playground. So we're coming back to the restaurant and the apartment. So the kitchen of the apartment is right up there, and that was the balcony that we came out on. And the brass band, whatever they're practicing for, they're having fun. So coming up here is a playground just hidden away. Didn't even know. And gonna go up a little bit. Look at that. I suppose if you sweet talk Andreas enough, he might let you sleep in here too. Hopefully it'll be a little cheaper than the apartment. More pigeon poo. That's a good view. Let's walk over there and see what we can do. I've already determined that I need some watchtowers in my garden, and a tower like that just can be there for decoration. Oh sure, show off. Make me look bad. Oh, the castle just keeps going and going and going. That goes back down to the playground. Where does this go? To a locked door. How will we know if it's locked if we don't check it though? Seriously. Been in here, and it is like it's a room for like displays and demonstrations and stuff. Whoa. I don't think that's supposed to open like that. I'll have to tell Andreas.